Hi, welcome back to What's Up Elgin. I am your host, Anita Twinster-LaRue, and today we have Shannon Tobin on. She is an author, a mentor, a coach. Shannon has done amazing things, not just for herself, but for other women. She's here to tell us about her life, her new book that's out called Transformation, Discover Your Own Flight Pattern. And thank you so much, Shannon, for being on the program. We have so much to talk about. You've gone through so much. I read the book. Shannon and I had a nice coffee conversation over at Coffee Cultures, and it's amazing what can happen to one person and how they can become what they need to become along the way. And of course that comes with life experience. So Shannon, the book, we're going to start with the book, but we are going to go back a little bit to how it all became where it is now. Well, we all have more to learn. We all need to have that kind of experiences in our life. But for the book, what did this do for you? The book is about your life and how you've transformed yourself. It's also to help empower other women and keep them inspired. What made you think, I need to write this all down. I need other women and other men, anybody that is going through these experiences, to understand what it is that got me to where I am now.
Well, I think everybody has a story, and but we all kind of live a facade as well. And I was top in my game in my work in the industry that I work in, and a lot of times people look at you and they see this strong, successful person, yet they don't really know the struggles and the challenges that you have in your life. And there just came a point in my life where the pain of remaining the same was greater than the pain of change, and I knew I needed to make some changes. And so it was just kind of a stepping stone to going from surviving to thriving.
And that's what you're doing right now. And it's a continued pathway, right, for everybody. But Shannon, yourself, I think you understood that you needed to do something different for you to make it better for you. Let's go back a little bit to your past. We talked about this too. Starting in high school, what was it like for you in high school? What was it that got you to where you are right now?
Well, I was voted in high school as, was voted most likely not to succeed in life, because in high school I really didn't know what my purpose was. In high school I was kind of just floundering around, not even really knowing what I wanted to do. I was a follower in high school. And so I made some poor choices in high school. I wasn't dedicated and committed to having great grades, and I was really there to have fun and just be a rebel, really, is what I was. And I look back now, and I would never want to relive my high school years. I had some great friends, and we did a lot of awesome stuff together, but I was very tormented in high school. I was very unsure about my path and what I wanted to do, and therefore really I was just kind of sitting on the fence of life. You
were just going with the daily struggles or the daily life.
Yeah, just kind of merely surviving. I really didn't know. And I went to college. I took 3 years of architecture and interior design and loved it. I learned how to manage my money because I wasn't a money manager. And it wasn't really until years later that I found my purpose, and I graduated with honors with that. So
good for you.
It was great. Never worked in that field, so I ended up doing something else. But high school was a tough time in my life. It really was. I really just didn't know who I was, and I wasn't a centered individual, and I didn't have a lot of self-confidence and self-esteem. And so I made some poor choices and did some things that probably weren't serving me. I had an eating disorder for a year in high school. And I talk about that openly to people because I know so many teenagers go through that too, and that's due to lack of self-esteem for sure.
And you know what, Shannon, we're going to take a break, and we are going to come back and we're going to talk more. I think the community as a whole needs to understand that you can start here and end up here, and that the in-between is what makes the difference. But we'll be right back with Shannon Tobin and What's Up Elgin. Welcome back to What's Up Elgin. I am here with Shannon Tobin, who has written a new book called Transformation, Discover Your Own Flight Pattern, and I'm honored to have her here because Shannon has gone through a whole lot, and we were talking a little bit about her past, what it's like to go through high school. I had the same thing. I know what it's like to go through high school and never would want to go through that again, but to totally understand that. But Shannon, where can we pick up one of your books? Let's go there for 1 second.
It's available on Amazon,
Okay.
Amazon.com, Amazon.ca, and it's also available on my website, ShannonMTobin.com.
Okay, and you are an author. Shannon's an author, a coach, and a mentor, plus an entrepreneur. And we're going to find out how she went through her struggles and how she got where she is today. And of course, like Shannon and I both agree that growth keeps going. But Shannon, at break, we said that growth comes with a price. What does that mean for you?
Well, if you want to grow from where you are to where you want to be, you have to make some pretty hard decisions. And it does come with a price, and it comes with a lot of pain, usually in that price. But when you make a decision that where you are isn't where you want to be, and that you do want to grow and you want to make some changes in your life and become a better person, then you will surround yourself by, putting yourself in the space of people that truly have your best interests at heart and want to help you grow as well.
Did you feel that in the beginning as you were going through the growth, that you could tell the difference between the ones that were really not there to help you and the ones that were really the inspiration to keeping you on track to what your goal was at the end?
I found that at the beginning, but I also find that even now, that it doesn't matter where you are. There's always going to be people that don't want to see you succeed, that don't want to see you thrive, that don't want to see you just get through the challenges in life. And then there are those people who are in your amen corner supporting you every step of the way. And so we become like the 5 people that we surround ourselves with. And so I always ask people that in the workshops that I do, who are the 5 people that you surround yourself with the most? Who are your 5 influencers in your life? And a lot of times that's a touchy subject, because sometimes we live with them. Sometimes they're people that we can't necessarily get away from that easy, and but it's a huge thing to look at.
Who is one of your strongest mentors as a female?
Oh, my mom.
Your mom.
My mom, without a doubt.
Yeah. And she's an entrepreneur as well. Yeah. So she kind of guided you through the business aspect that you were looking to go to. Yeah,
business, but more just how to be an amazing role model. My dad died when my brother and I were 3 in a tragic accident, and it was not planned. It was not something, so she had no choice but to become a single parent. And so the decisions that she had to make through life, her kids were her reason, not her excuse. And so often I see women, especially women, because we're the moms, right? They use their kids as excuses not to do anything, or not to step out of their comfort zone, or not to go do the things that they know they really want to do. And my mom never used us as an excuse. She used us as a reason. And she went through a lot, and she still continues to go through a lot, but she has been an amazing role model. And I truly believe that I wouldn't have been able to go through what I've gone through, and now as a single mom, if I didn't have her, beside me and supporting me.
Your back, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also have a young son. We do have to go to break soon, but we are going to talk about Cole, because I know Cole is a huge inspiration for you.
He is.
He's very much mentioned in the book along the way. But we are going to be right back with Shannon Tobin, who is an author, a coach, a mentor, and an entrepreneur, and we're going to find out more about her life and how she can help all women empower themselves. We'll be right back. Welcome back to What's Up Elgin. I am your host, Anita Tweinster-LaRue, and I am here with Shannon Tobin. She is an author, coach, mentor, also an entrepreneur. She has written the book, Transformation, Discover Your Own Flight Pattern, which you can get at Amazon. Please check the book out. It's a beautiful book. It goes through Shannon's life and what she's dealt with and how she has gotten where she is now. And I think that's important for all women, or anyone, even men that are struggling. You can also find it on Shannon M. Tobin. Is that it, Shannon? That's a Facebook page.
I know, ShannonMTobin.com is my website.
It's a website.
Yeah.
So check out. You really got to read this book. It really is very inspirational. Thank you, James, for giving a nice camera thing there. So yes, Transformation, Discover Your Own Flight Pattern. Shannon, again, thank you for coming in and being so honest and open about your life. It isn't always easy for women. It is not, because we are known to be the nurturers, the pleasers, the ones that can pretty much just, supermom didn't come from nowhere, right? We call people supermom for one reason and one reason only, and that's because I think women really bring that in. And you are giving us some great information for women on what we can do to get where we need to go. So tell us a little bit. I want to talk about Cole. I really do. Cole is what, 8 years old?
He's 9.
He's 9 now.
Yeah.
Now Cole is a boy. Do you
He's
find
a boy.
He is a boy?
He's a boy.
For you, empowering women is very important to you. How do you feel you're helping Cole empower himself as a boy?
You can't teach what you don't know, and you can't lead where you don't go.
Right.
And so I don't even, half the things that I see him doing aren't because I've taught him, it's because he's caught it.
Right.
And he's just kind of coming into his own too, which is awesome. He's a funny kid. He makes me laugh, but he also makes me realize that I have a purpose on this earth to leave a legacy, to create a strong foundation for him, to empower him to become unstoppable in whatever he chooses to do in life.
Right.
And
you're doing
it. Keeps me going.
Yeah, you are doing it because you do have stuck to unstoppable. We are. Shannon Tobin has a workshop coming up, and it's on May 1st from 6:30 till 9:30. It is at the business or the Elgin Business Resource Center, so you really need to check this out. How can we find out more about Stuck to Unstoppable?
Well, we're going to have it on Facebook, on my Facebook page, Shannon M. Tobin, and I'll also have the flyer information on my website as well. So, and they can also call me.
Right.
Call me either 633-7323, or they can email me at shannon@shannonmtobin.com.
All right, and we'll be right back with Shannon Tobin to talk more about Stuck to Unstoppable and how to empower yourself. We'll be right back with What's Up, Elgin. All right, my poetry. I've missed that. Welcome back to What's Up, Elgin. Shannon and I just keep talking over break. So I have Shannon Tobin here today. She is a coach and author. She's written the book Transformation, Discover Your Own Flight Pattern, which you can get at Amazon or Shannon M. Tobin, the website.
Yeah.
And you have to check this out. This is a very inspirational book for all women. If you're feeling like you're in a place that you're stuck, this is going to help you really feel and be inspired. That's the whole thing, right? Shannon is really being inspired by other women and knowing that just because you're stuck does not mean you can't grow, and that's really important. So Shannon, again, we talk at break, which we are always talking. The workshops that you do, when you have all these women, how many women are usually in the group?
25 max.
25
so
max.
25 max is what I like to do.
And it's a 3 hour.
3 hours.
Tell me what it looks like from the moment the 25 women come in, because it's probably a little strange to start with. You got 25 women that probably have very certain struggles and are probably a little unnerved by it, but at the same time want to grow. To what you see after the 3 hours.
Yeah, the transformation process is awesome. Some I think transform and I think make decisions that are more powerful than others. It's just more an up close and personal session where we can be open. It's a safe environment. Usually I recommend if a woman's going to come, have a girlfriend come with her so that she's got somebody there in her amen corner. But I've seen some pretty awesome things take place, and I think it's because I've taken my mask off.
Right.
And I don't stand there and tell people what to do. I tell them through my own stories and the things and the tough choices that sometimes we have to make, and really helping them come to a place where they give themselves permission.
Right. Because
somebody else can give you permission and breathe belief into you, but until you make that decision to say, yeah, you know what, it's time for me. It's time for me, and you become 100% committed. I always say, when you're 99% in, you're 100% out. Yeah. So you have to be 100% committed to making some changes in your life, and small changes. If you have a accumulation of small changes, one new small change every single month that you make, just think in 12 months you're going to have 12 new changes that you've made in your life. So you can't grow from where you are to where you want to be, like in a second. You know, it takes time, it takes nurturing, it takes
getting out of that comfortable spot, right? And saying, you know, I'm very comfortable here. How do I get out? How do I get myself, because it's not always a nice feeling to be out of your comfort zone, but it can be an amazing feeling once you do step out of that and you realize that there is more. And that is what you're showing these women that come in for that 3-hour time, to power them, to get them to see that there can be more if we just get out of that.
Actually, embracing
one step at a time.
Embracing being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Because if you want to grow, you're never going to be comfortable. So when you're comfortable, it means you're not growing. It means you're not stepping out. It means you're not doing things that you know, you're not acting in spite of your fears. And when you act in spite of your fears, and you know, that 20 seconds of insane courage, you know, that bravery that you got to just, you know, it's awesome. The things that, you know, could literally change your life if you do that over and over and over again.
And do you see the wow in the women's eyes when other women are talking about a situation and you must see that wow, like, wow, somebody's going through the same thing I'm going through. Like, I thought I was alone in this. You must see.
And they're very empowering. They're not, you know, and I set the tone right at the very beginning. This is not a woe is me session. This is growing from where you are to where you want to be. And it's, you know, finding the solution, you know, to your problems. It's coming up with you know, sometimes you just have to have that, I'm doing this. I'm making some changes in my life. She did it. If she can do it, I can do it. And you can't inspire other people if you're not acting in spite of your fears. And I think that's one of the reasons why I keep doing the things that I do, and why I keep acting in spite of my fears and being comfortable, being uncomfortable, is because I know people are watching. And people are watching everyone. People are watching you. You know, not just your children, but people are watching you. And it's what you do when you think nobody's watching you, you know, that really makes a huge difference.
It does make, and it can make that big transformation, right, Shannon, to getting out of our comfort zone and transforming, and other women and having other people with us to guide us along. It's definitely, you can't do this alone. You really can't. And you know what, Shannon, we have to go to break again, but we'll be right back with Shannon Tobin, who is author and mentor, and we're going to talk more. We have about 3 more minutes, but we're going to talk more. We'll be right back. Welcome back to What's Up, Elgin. We are here with Shannon Tobin, who is an author, a coach, a mentor, and also an entrepreneur. We can't forget that, a very successful one at that. Shannon has a new book out called Transformation, Discover Your Own Flight Pattern. You can get this on Amazon or also on Shannon's website, which is Shannon M. Tobin. We are also, Shannon was also the workshop. We can't forget the workshop for all the women that would like to participate in this. It takes place on May 1st from 6:30 till 9:30 at the Elgin Business Resource Center. It is called Stuck to Unstoppable, which I absolutely love. I think that's beautiful. So if you are interested, please contact Shannon. Shannon, what is your number again?
It's 519-633-7323, or they can email me at shannon@shannonmtobin.com.
That's wonderful. And you know what, Shannon, you also have a blog. It's called Success is an Inside Job, which it definitely is. Do you write in that weekly?
I write in it when I feel I need to.
Right.
I do a weekly TGIM Monday morning conference call. That's available to anybody who is interested in mastering their thoughts. And it's a 45-minute call. And so oftentimes if something I talked about on the call is something I want to write about, then I write about it. And so the blog just has a lot of, you know, just tips and pointers on how to really realize that success is an inside job. You know, how to grow from where you are to where you want to be. And when I say success, I mean success in life.
Yes,
you know,
it's not just saying that go out there, be successful as an entrepreneur. We're talking about life in itself.
As a person.
Yes.
You know, we're always looking for other people to fix us. And until we come to the realization that we have to fix ourselves, that we have to love ourselves, that we have to be comfortable in our own skin, until we get to that point, then we're not, you know, really going to be successful in life. And I always say, you know, it's about discovering your occupation, not your occupation.
Oh, very good. Yeah,
discovering
I like
your
that.
occupation.
Yeah.
But it starts from within, for sure.
Yeah, and everything does start within. And I think we only have like a minute left, Shannon, but I want to really show that Stuck to Unstoppable, the workshop, is something that we really, I mean, honestly, just meeting Shannon, I've known Shannon since high school, but knowing Shannon and reading the book, I've been completely inspired. I do believe we can be unstuck and become unstoppable. So Shannon Tobin, May 1st from 6:30 till 9:30 is at the Elgin Business Resource Center. Please check it out. You can call Shannon. You can go on her Facebook page. You can also go on her website, which is Shannon M. Tobin. Thank you so much, Shannon, for coming in.
Thank you. It was a
I
pleasure
definitely
to be here.
want you back in, and we can
Thank
talk
you.
a lot more about what's going on. Also the book, don't forget the book. Thank you for tuning in to What's Up Elgin, and take care.